This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Yesterday you guys saw that the Renault Scenic actually did 1000 km challenge in just 10 hours and 10 minutes. That was impressive, despite that it doesn't charge that fast. Well, let's compare the Scenic charging curve against some other cars in similar price and class range. So you see that Scenic starts off with 143 kilowatt, 144. It doesn't really hit the 150 kilowatt according to spec. I'm not sure why. Some people say they have to start charging at highest state of charge, then you can hit 150. Well, it's close enough, but then you can maintain it for not too long before it drops to 128 kilowatt, and then it's going to stay there for quite some time. I also include Aria, which is 91 kilowatt hour. This is a gross capacity. And also ID4 and Model Y. Well, technically it's the ID7 at Tesla, but they have the same battery and charging curve as the ID4. But the ID4 is actually quite big in the lead now. Well, actually not that big, but and then versus Model Y. But you see how much faster the ID4 is charging compared to the Scenic. So kind of disappointing from the French and well and the Japanese, yeah, Aria. But I mean, yeah, it's a Nissan Renault joint venture. But actually the two top cars, they are charging a lot slower than the two bottom cars. Actually ID4 is having a quite big lead. The latest and greatest battery from the MEB platform, they are really impressive. How good they, I mean how fast they can charge, but also how well they can cool down the battery. I remember when I tested ID4, the HVAC system was even kaput, well, kind of part of it, so I didn't have AC, but it still cooled really well. Okay, but back to the Scenic, what I want to see, okay, how is the Scenic doing? Well, okay, it started throttling, but you can see that I maintained 130 kilowatt until right before 40%, and now it's going kind of flat-ish, but then it dropped to only 93 kilowatt. Wait, huh? The Scenic is the slowest right now. Holy macaroni! How, wait, ID4, see, after 60 minutes of charging, the ID4 is already at 64%, really impressive, and then Model Y is at almost 60%. Whereas the two top cars, man, they just hit 50%, barely. But you can see that Aria didn't hit those crazy speed as a Scenic. Well, crazy speed, lol. But it has a flatter curve, so it's actually ahead of Scenic right now. Scenic is kind of disappointing. Sorry, disappointing for a 92 kilowatt hour battery. The two bottom cars, they're even smaller batteries, and they can charge faster in kilowatts. I mean, the C rate is higher on the bottom cars. ID4, man, is about to hit 80% already. Let me see, how is supposed? It's supposed to take around 23, 24 minutes something to hit 80% on ID4, where Scenic hasn't even hit 60% yet. What the heck, man? Well, maybe for Scenic you want to charge to only around 45-50% like I did in the 1000 km challenge, then you can go quite snel regardless of the charging speed at the high end here. So okay, there you go. ID4 hit 80%, Model Y is at 75%, but you see the Model Y starts charging a bit slower, and then Aria, again, quite nice and flat charging curve, huh? But I mean, it's a big battery, so this is what you have to expect. But then Scenic, oh, this is so disappointing that Scenic charges so slow. It's like the, what's about to say, the flagship from Renault, right? But it charges so slow compared to the Americans and the Germans. Even, well, I didn't even pull in the Chinese here. I'm gonna pull in maybe Xpeng G6, and it would just humiliate the rest of the pack here, really. But okay, ID4 is about to hit 90%, right around there, and then Model Y is on the good second, and the Aria is on the third, and then Scenic hasn't even hit 80%. There, ID4 hit 90%. Wow, I mean, Scenic charging curve would be good maybe 5 years ago, but today the competition has caught up, at least ID4. Model Y is kind of slow. That was a recording from 2022, I think, but Tesla hasn't really progressed that much in charging speed. Maybe, okay, the latest and greatest Palladium, yes, they charge faster, I mean, Plaid, yeah, but that's a bigger and more expensive car. Right, ID4 is going to just go for the victory run. I'm going to go for 100%, but by the time Scenic hits 90%, we're going to see if that will happen. But actually, whoa, what the heck happened there? Model Y hit 90%, but then Aria is right behind it. Right now, Aria is actually going to go past Model Y. Aria charges about double, I mean, yeah, twice as fast as Model Y right now. And then Scenic, man, hasn't even hit 90% yet, man. Oh, this video could have been so much shorter if Scenic charges faster, because, you know, I always do 10 times playback speed here, and It takes a while for the Scenic to reach 90%. You see, we are almost at the 45-minute mark. What the heck there? 45 minutes, still not 90%. ID4 is almost at 100% by now. Lol. Yeah, I think price-wise, ID4 is roughly the same price as Scenic. That's crazy part. Also Model Y. Yeah, I think even Model Y might be cheaper than the other ones. And then Aria, I don't remember, but I think they should be roughly on the same price. And they are all, you know, SUVs, crossovers. Come on, can Scenic hit 90% now? S'il vous plaît? Come on. Huh? J'arrive. Yes, there, finally 90%. Aria hit 99%. Wow. Well. And if you look at the charging curve, well, actually, I'm not even sure if the Model Y is the best charging curve. I think there was another one that was slightly flatter until it dropped to Model Y Performance. Well, okay, whatever. And then ID7, you know, German, nice and flat curve, at least until around 50%. And then it starts dropping and then actually goes roughly on par with most of the other cars here. And then we have the Scenic, which, okay, almost hits 150 kilowatt. But then it drops here and then has a little weird jiggle there, and then it actually goes below many of the other cars. And then the Aria is just nice and flat. But I forgot to mention that this Aria, you get 115 kilowatt, yeah. But the weird thing is that when I did 1,000 kilometer challenge, also on a road trip, I couldn't hit 115 kilowatt. I was mostly camping at 90 kilowatt down here. So at least the Scenic didn't do that in the 1,000 kilometer challenge, and yeah, at least that trip I managed to replicate more or less the same curve, the red curve you see here. So there you guys have it. You know, Scenic might not be the best in charging speed, beaten by most other cars nowadays, but people who buy Scenic, they probably want other things, like they want the French styling, they want the French comfort, they want buttons and stalks. And maybe the Google map and all the stuff in there, you know, the infotainment, yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.